Okay, I'm just going to do a brief review here because you're going to have another session tomorrow, which I think is a great idea. But remember, this camera is jumping all around, so let me get one that's steady here. Okay, good. So you're setting the wrist earlier. Okay, that's the big thing. So that's really good right there. By the time that your arm like this gets parallel to the ground, your wrists are nice and hinged. So that's that narrow part that we keep talking about. Okay, so that's great. And you're staying centered over the ball, which is great. You're not swaying way off of it. That's a good top of the swing position. As you come down, you keep those arms close, and the lower body, not the upper, but the lower body wants to go toward the target. And I'll explain more. I'll explain more about that tomorrow. But you're too far out in front of the ball there, and where you are having a lot of improvement is getting this nice and long. And we talked tomorrow about closing, and we talked today about closing that gap a little bit. Okay. But I want to show you something here real quickly so you could have an image of it at least for tomorrow. And I'll do this in slow motion so you can see it clearly here, what I mean. Watch the part of his body that goes first in the downswing. See that? That's the way the downswing begins. And that's that knee kicking in. Look how much he's moved his hip compared to his head forward. See that's how the swing begins, and it's real nice and narrow in here. So we're going to keep working on that. When you start feeling that this stays behind a little bit and this goes, I think that's your next big breakthrough, and I think that's going to put us over the top. But we've corrected a lot of bad habits, and we'll keep it going so that you have a manner which a habit which tenses your shoulders and relax, and then you relax them. That's just a mannerism, and that's okay as long as they do get relaxed. And remember, today you struggled with this. It has to go inside. So when you're hitting balls on your own, I want you to put a golf ball right behind the ball, and you should miss it because it has to go two things, up and inside. The backswing goes up and inside. See, that's a little bit outside the ball there. So I got to get that club inside quicker. Okay, then there's a good set there. Very good set. That's so much better than it used to be, really. You've now got a top of the swing position where this is probably doing more than it should. We can talk about that, but you've now got a top of the swing position where we really can come down, more consistently and more solid. That's a great position right there. It really is. It really is. That's, whereas Kent gets his too steep, and I told you before, most people do. You used to get it way out. Your hands used to get way out, and the club used to get very steep. You've corrected that. So now you're coming into the golf ball, and you just have to realize that the lower you stay in the shot through impact, the lower you stay in it, the more consistent we're going to be. Excuse me. There you are at the address, and there you are at the impact. I am just trying to get rid of that as much as we can. That's going to be our next goal, is to get you not there. Not so much higher, not more vertical with the club. Just get back as close as we can to the impact. And your iron game is going to improve a lot. That's where your topping comes from. You're going to hit the center or the top of that ball. Okay, so we want to get you moving through it, through the ball, right? Not going up from the ball. What you're doing here is just going up on your toes, but not turning your body through. We should see most of the backside already from this picture. And there's the top of the ball position for a simple reason that you started there and finished there. And I know you can't feel that, but that is what's going on. So the lower you can come in with your hands, and then you'll enable yourself to do that by feeling a turn instead of a lift up, the more consistent we get. And we'll pick it up right there tomorrow.